If you're trying to play a role that is not who you are, then you will feel like an imposter. So can you play more than one role in a relationship? If the only thing that you start with is the smartest thing to start with, which is to lead with value, then you can always feel that you're in integrity 100% with who you are representing yourself to be. I am a person who approaches people who have companies I would like to buy with an offer of value, not with an offer to purchase the company, not as a person who's done 72 deals, not as a person who's sitting on a pile of cash right now at the moment. So when I go in, I'm never feeling out of integrity because I know that I can add value, even if I just make a connection to somebody. And I'm only going in like that guy that had said, we're not interested in doing a 50-50 deal, is I didn't start talking about deal at all. I said, tell me the story of the company, tell me your entrepreneurial journey. Those are really important questions. And then when he was telling me about the company, I moved into tell me about the situation with the company, I had the context of where he was and what he wanted, which I got from him was not be a sales manager at that company, which helped inform my ability to talk to him about that. But also I said, my first conversation with him was, how's the company doing? Well, it's down a little bit because leads have flown off and we're trying to figure out how to make the company more profitable. Well, so now before I talk about anything for me, I said, are you stuck in an arbitrage where all you're doing right now is buying VA services in the Philippines at price A and selling it at price B? And he said, yeah. And I said, have you thought about creating bundles so that you have breakage? What's the average number of months that somebody stays a client? Well, in this industry, it's 3.5, and in that industry, it's 5. And I said, okay, and what's your cost per hour to deliver the services? It's $3 an hour. Great. So why not sell a 12-month bundle of services based on a number of hours? You know that most people are going to fall off after 5 months. Price the bundle at 6 months or 9 months and offer them effectively a 25% to 50% discount. You will still make more money because your churn is falling off at 3.5 months and 5 months. So if you're getting paid for 6 months today instead of over 6 months, and you're picking up somewhere between 2.5 and a month of extra money that you wouldn't get, you're ahead dramatically right off the bat. You fixed your cash flow problem, you're more profitable, and then even for the few people that stay on for the full 12 months, your arbitrage, because the hourly rate that you're charging is, at least double what you're having to fulfill at. And we did the math on it, and it was like a significant increase. I did all that before I had any ask at all, because all I wanted to do was add value. I sincerely only want to add value when I go into the deal. So if you start that way, you're never out of integrity. You're never feeling like an imposter, and it's never coming through in the subtext of the conversation you have. They're never going to pick up on you having a lack of confidence because you are confident that you are there trying to help them. And so that's an important distinction, I think, is to think, what is my role as I go into this conversation? When you go in to negotiate a deal, like when you go in to negotiate with private equity or those funding guys, they're going to want to do 80-20 deals. They're going to want you to they want all the money, but you have to redefine the deals for them. And if you go in even to those deals, like you could go into that feeling, I'm an imposter because who am I to be here with all these people and I've never done this deal. But if instead you're like, I'm going to go in and I'm going to try to get the best deal that I can for my investors that works for these guys too, then it's all the stress and angst is gone. All the anxiety is gone because you're just going in and saying, hey, I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm going to see what I can do. I know I'm not going to do a deal that takes everything that I've built and transfers that value over to them, but I'm also looking for a deal that's going to work for everybody. And then I think it can help. Does that help you guys as far as that shift, identifying the roles?